right, everybody, welcome to your CEVO Season 7 LAN Finals. We got Virtus.Pro versus Cloud9 about to go live right now. I know I'm pumped for this. I'm pretty sure you're ready for this. I hope the audience is ready for this. Anybody out there ready for this? Can we get some noise out of you guys? Come on, get amped up for this. How do you see this going, Henry? Let me know.
It's kind of interesting. Cloud9 have opted to go T first. I think the analysts are absolutely right. The Virtus.Plow on T side is very hard to contain. Cloud9 CT sides haven't been great this tournament, so I think they've been a very wise choice there. This one's a pistol round just about to start. We can see Cloud9 setting up their traditional kind of setup here, and Snacks and Barely actually opening up the frags Skadoodle, and nothing going down pretty quickly here. Very aggressive play from Virtus.Pro, and they take 4 frags in a clean sweep. We have Freakazoid now in a 1v5, and that's fantastic stuff from VP.
What a start for Virtus.Pro. Just Freakazoid's going to be left alive here. He's going to be trying to work his way up into the White Halls, but it's going to be some troublesome times here as Pasha's right there waiting for him, and Pasha will remove his head. That is going to be Virtus.Pro taking that pistol round.
I wanted to say, like, most of the time you see Cloud9 rushing inside on their P pistols, and I think they thought VP may have been aware of that, so they wanted to slow it down. It looked like they wanted to do a set piece outside, but VP kind of set up for that inside rush, and they could have stacked it themselves, started pushing, found the Cloud9 terrorists there, locked them down, and that's a great start for them and a good start to the CT campaign. You can see a full SMG setup though. Interesting buy here. You can see Cloud9 haven't actually opted for a full buy here. Only Freakazoid going for the Tech 9 and armor here.
Those nades are going to go directly out the middle. That number 9 man of Sean Garris is going to get absolutely lit up right there. Low HP. Mayali will be able to pick him up and continue to push. Now, the Plow is going full steam here. We're going to have Pasha over there to Ivy. Can he pick up Freakazoid right off the bat? Got to grab him. Neo's also able to get himself a 3K to shut the round down, and Virtus.Pro will hold on in the first anti-eco.
Yeah, money management's been difficult for Cloud9 this event, I feel. They got themselves into a lot of difficult situations. I think it's a good idea. Don't force out the armor every single time. They want to get their AWP onto Skadoodle. We know how important he's going to be, especially on a map like Train. It's just whether a VP allow him to find some sort of movement here. Full eco now. This is going to be almost a throwaway round. There's absolutely nothing board apart from a smoke from Sean. That suggests they're just trying to get the bomb down here. Like, they're probably going to go inside, smoke down lower ramp, do anything they can, challenge everyone, but one guy just gets that bomb down.
Well, we do have Taz there, contest initially, able to take down Freakazoid. Here comes the rest of Cloud9. Snacks will grab one on the pushing Shroud. There goes Sean Garris. Skadoodle is down also. It's just nothing. Makes his way into that smoke. He's just hanging out right now. They finally spot him out, and Taz will pick him up. And one thing I wanted to touch on, Henry, Taz got that 4K right there, but we aren't seeing the Cloud9 force that we saw the other day.
Well, absolutely. Well, we can only assess what happens in this gun run, I think.
Yeah.
You can see so many SMGs being kept here for VP. Interesting decision. They may have to do a very aggressive round again. We saw them push inside, trying to get the information early on, locking down any sort of rush that was coming. Pasha and Taz, P90s, Snacks on a MP9 as well. What is the plan going to be here? Train's a very long-range map. You have to make sure you're going to be locking down any sort of smoke tactics they've got, any sort of crossfires coming down. But Skadoodle takes down Bialy. Taz answers back with a P90 kill of himself, and frags is being exchanged all over the map. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Neo taking down nothing. As I say, that Shroud takes down Snacks with a grenade. All of a sudden, Cloud9 take the advantage.
Oh
Neo
my goodness.
answers back with the AWP on the Skadoodle.
Wow, so now we're worked into a 2-on-2 here. Pasha and Neo versus Shroud and Freakazoid. Good trades were going out right there, all pretty much in favor of Virtus.Pro for the time being, until right at the end there, Cloud9 was able to even that thing back up. They're going to be able to grab the bomb here, try and work around. It looks like we already have one trying to work those stairs. Freakazoid will be the player grabbing the bomb, but him and Shroud have to try and work somewhere, as Neo is going to be outside. Same with his teammate Pasha. They're both out there waiting. Here comes the fast rotate coming back in through the Z connector. That's going to be Neo going to the inside bomb site, and what a good read on this. If he's able to pick this up, he's going to smoke down lower ramp, pull the op out and look up top, and he's going to get the first shot onto Freakazoid. One more left. Can he take down Shroud? Shroud's trying to get the gunfight. That grenade's going to come in, do only 2 damage somehow to Shroud, but the Molotov is going to push Shroud around. He's not going to be able to get that easy bomb plan off here, so he's got to try and play the angle. Neo is going to come around the side, and Neo will hit the shot, and gun round will go in favor of Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, we've been talking about Neo picking up the AWP this event, and for me, he's been very consistent. That's another 4 frags for him on the first gun round, one of the most important rounds of the actual game, and that's going to be quite annoying for a Cloud9 round. They got $4,000 across the board. They're going to have to force up AKs here if they want to buy it, or they could decide to try and get the AWP out. I'd suggest to them getting the AKs here, go for a set piece outside, trying to get the bomb down again and get the momentum back in their favor.
Definitely. Round 5 is about to start here. Virtus.Pro, they're going to be up 4-0 over Cloud9. Cloud9 going to be back onto that buy, though. They got AKs in their hands here. They got head armor across the board, and we do have some utility. Not
Not a lot. They've only got one smoke to play with. They're going to have to be working picks here as well, so we can see nothing there in the main entrance. But the bomb going towards Ivy, they're going to have to try and work some sort of pick here with nothing to play with in terms of utility. It's very difficult to make this map work for you, especially to get a bomb down.
So now slow play coming from Cloud9, not getting too aggressive off this. They're really trying to slow this down, pick apart what Virtus.Pro is going to be able to do here. But Virtus.Pro doing the same thing, just playing standard spots, 3 outside, 2 towards inside. One's going to be a fast rotator. They're kind of heavy on the inside bomb side at the moment, but that guy will be the fast rotator through the connector if he needs to be outside, as Cloud9 is looking like they're going to be gearing up towards the outside bomb site. 3 towards Ivy. One is going to be near the ladder room. The other one's going to be right into mid. They're going to try and make some kind of pinch here, but I mean, Virtus.Pro being very patient, not pushing at all, Henry.
Yeah, this is excellent stuff, and you can see Cloud9 don't really know what to do. They're getting locked out by the smokes. The time is ticking away. They need to make a move right now. Freakazoid, their entry man, he's at low HP already. Another smoke going down as well. This is almost impossible for Cloud9 now. They need to push through at this moment. There's going to be not enough time. Once the smoke goes down, they have almost 20 seconds left to get the bomb, and there's just not a lot going on. Pasha actually getting close to that smoke. It's going to be very interesting. Next 10 seconds, oh god, the utility usage is brilliant for VP right now.
Oh, does he make it through the smoke? He is able to make it into the smoke. Skadoodle's right there. Can he get the shot? He's full blind from his own flash. Skadoodle will take him down, but Bialy is able to pick up 2. Same with Snacks. Actually, Snacks only got 1 there. That is going to turn this into a 4-on-2. Skadoodle and Sean Garrett's left alive here. Bomb will rotate back away from Ivy and try and go into the White Halls and meet up with Sean Garrett's. They don't have time to go anywhere, so they just need to get together, recycle any weapons that they may drop, and hold on for the next round.
Yeah, it's the perfect read from VP. They knew they were trying to work the picks. They utilized their smoke grenades at Ivy so well. Do you see the clock getting run down to like 30 seconds? Then a Molotov got dropped on them as well. They were forced to run through. No frags being made. That's what we're talking about with the force buy there of the AKs. It was pretty questionable. We know they're going to need utility, the wall of smokes, to do anything, to get a bomb down, in fact. They didn't even get a chance to get a frag. So difficult times for Cloud9 now. 5 rounds in a row for VP. They're in a very strong position. Neo is doing very well with the AWP. And now they are going to force back. Again, very little utility. They've got 3 smokes there. Could force a plant. You can see most of the players heading towards the inside bomb site now. So whether we'll see a fast inside execute was yet to be seen. Let's see how it goes down.
Well, they're going to run directly into Neo right off the bat. He actually misses his first op shot, but he's still going to try and gear up and get ready, and that will pull the rotate. So playing a lot more standard now. 1 player inside the B bomb site, 1 will be the fast rotate out of connector from the A side of things. And now they're going to put the 2-man stack into this B bomb site. Shroud's actually going to take a ton of damage right there. Neo brings him all the way down to 3 HP, but doesn't collect the frag. And another strat now where Cloud9 looked like they wanted to get aggressive and go fast, and they've been stunted.
Well, as we say that though, Sean actually opens the kill onto Bialy, and this is the first time they've actually had an advantage. And the next one is very important. Shroud there, very low HP. Taz is hungry for blood. He will take Shroud down, and now it's a 4-on-4. Cloud9 opting to go to the outside bomb side. They've got an absolute wall to take him down, and it's going to be 2-on-4 now. Skadoodle actually the last man remaining. And again, this has just looked almost impossible for Cloud9. They're not doing enough to actually get into these bomb sites. They're waiting around, getting pushed, being forced into positions. They actually managed to get the opening frag this round, so a step in the right direction, but the economy management has been very difficult for them. We normally see this on their CT side. They struggle to get going, but on the T side, you should be able to have full economy pretty early on in the game. But now we can see them actually opting for tech lines here. They haven't gone for the armor as well. They know they need full buys. Skadoodle needs the AWP. They need the Molotov to flush out CTs, and they need to start getting the bomb down and actually forcing those post-plant situations.
We're going to be into round 7 now. Virtus.Pro is going to be perfect so far, 6-0 over Cloud9. Cloud9 struggling, trying to figure out what they need to make happen here on Train. And this is one of the maps that we see Cloud9 usually do pretty well on, at least in North America in their games. They play it very well. They've been playing it quite a bit, and they haven't put it together yet. We're still early into this. It's only round 7, but they have to be able to try and get into situations where they can actually worry about post-play.
They just seem a little bit lost right now. This round is almost a throwaway round. They haven't got much player. We can see Sean has got the smoke. It's what I was talking about before. The bomb is actually down towards T-spawn though, so even if these guys get into the inside bomb site, I'm not really sure what the plan's going to be. Are they going for a kill? They're just going to get mowed down by the looks of things. No bombs to actually speak, but I guess it looks like Freakazoid is going to try and run back and plant outside, but they've actually just left the bomb T-spawn, so I couldn't tell you what their plan was there. Interesting stuff nonetheless. Another clean sweep for VP. This is where it needs to change. Cloud9 need to start getting some momentum, start getting the economy in their favor. I wouldn't be surprised we saw the AWP come out now for Skadoodle. He needs to start getting some picks. Neo, yet to be challenged. He hasn't actually died yet.
That's an absolute rough look. Neo hasn't even died yet. Taz at the inside bomb site that round was able to get 3 frags right there, and they're just holding effectively. Anything Cloud9 is doing, pushing into them, no matter what they do. You saw them throw that nice flash into the bomb site. Didn't even affect Taz at all. Took a bad bounce, but now into round number 8, Cloud9's going to be forcing outside, trying to make something happen here. Skadoodle up on top of the Train. Sean Garrett's and Shroud both hit shots, but quickly Neo will answer with getting 2 of his own. There's Skadoodle coming in with the op. Now we have Pasha and Snacks left alive here, and they're going to be fighting and Snacks is able to
God.
hit the 2K onto Sean Garrison Skadoodle. That's going to turn this into a 2-on-1. It's all up to nothing here, trying to get around for his team, and he can't do it. Snacks will get the 3K, and Virtus.Pro will hold on 8-0 now.
It looked like a really convincing round for Cloud9 there. I think their fast execute outside is always very good. They get great at working out where the frags are. They got themselves in an advantageous position, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Snacks comes in, takes 3 of them down, and that was phenomenal stuff from him. An insult to injury for Cloud9. Again, in this difficult economic situation, they can buy this. It should be a pretty decent buy. Skadoodle, again, though, can't get the orb. What are they going to do? Match has actually been paused. So, a good time to pause, I feel. This is getting out of control now.
This is an excellent time for a tactical pause
yeah,
right
absolutely.
now. This is Sean needs to figure out what he's got to get going on here. He's got to think for a second, slow this thing down, figure out. I mean, realistically, you're just running directly into the front end of Virtus.Pro right now. They're not hitting the flashbangs. They had a great chance inside. That flashbang completely whiffed. They know that flashbang. They know where to throw it. They know how to get it into that site. They're not using their smokes right, and they're just not hitting the shots. He's got to slow this down and get them working.
I think what they were doing before with the pick game, that was working, but they had such little utility to play with. It was very difficult to even approach the bomb site. Working the picks is fine, but then you need an execution to go into afterwards. So doing the wall of smokes, I think they're just going back to basics, doing what most teams do on train. Let's get a bomb down. Let's start with that positive, and then we'll work the fragging game after that. I like what they did with the main execute, with the very fast one. Unfortunately, Snacks just went absolutely huge. Very difficult for them to come back. So essentially running that again will be fine, but this is getting to the point where it's not the point of no return right now. It's only been 8 rounds. There's still 7 available, right? So I think if they can aim for at least 3 after this, they'll be absolutely fine. We know they have got a strong train, but to say that, their CT sides have been pretty poor, and that's why they chose T for this opening the series.
Yeah. So we're going to have to see what Cloud9 can put together here. Notoriously, we've seen them go into tactical pauses and come out and play very, very good. I expect to see the same thing happen here. Let's see if Cloud9 can put it together after that pause against Virtus.Pro. Finally get themselves on the board here. And, man, Virtus.Pro, I was about to combine that with Blau, playing very effective right now. These guys are shooting really well, making smart decisions. Here comes a push by Pasha. He's actually going to push Ivy. He's able to take down nothing right off the bat. So whatever they talked about is getting blown apart. Snacks is able to get 2. Neo finally goes down outside, but they have the outside bomb site on lock at the moment, and that is going to shut it down. Pasha able to get himself the 3K, and the Plow is going.
We saw him going absolutely wild on train yesterday, and he's continuing that trend today. The thing about a tactical pause is as soon as you take one, the other team get that time to talk as well, and they know you're going to try doing something a little bit different. VP played that perfectly, pushing Ivy, catching them off guard, broke down the tactics straight away, and they got the opening frags. Pasha with another 3-man, and that's going to put VP on 9-0. And an eco now for Cloud9, and one more round, 10-0. You've got to ask yourself, do they have what it takes to get back into this one?
It's looking tougher and tougher as these rounds go on here, Henry. But again, it looks like we're going to have Cloud9 trying to figure out somewhere they can go. They're going a little bit faster towards the inside. Haven't fully committed to it yet. They're just kind of hanging out above the halls there. Molotov's going to go down, and Taz has held this inside bomb site really well. That first play on Pop Dog, he just shut it down. 3 players right into the end of his M4.
He defines how to play the inside bomb site. He mixes a hybrid of aggression and passive play like he is doing now. It's very difficult to read. And you can see the guys here, they have got a smoke grenade again. I would either do 1 down lower ramp, potentially 1 out the upper ramp as well, just to kind of get themselves out onto the bomb site, looking for a plant here. If they win a round, it'll be an absolute miracle, but they're just trying to balance the money again, get a bomb down, and potentially get a couple of frags. It's all going to come down to that man Taz there, whether he can hold off the defense.
Yeah, and at this point, if Cloud9 can just get 1 round in their favor and start building off that, get some momentum going here, that would be gigantic for them. And it looks like they're going to start getting ready to execute out, but oh man, Neo was completely ready for Freakazoid up top, going to throw that grenade in there. Oh, it took a bad bounce, but the Molotov comes in behind it anyways. They're able to get into bomb site, kind of. Taz gets one, Sax is in there, Neo grabs it, and here comes the rotate for